Hello, everyone. A very warm welcome to you to our presentation today. And today we start our journey on the second segment of our project, Learning with AI. First of all, sincere apologies for a few minutes of delay in the beginning, but let's get right to it today. So very quickly about the agenda. Today, we will share a little bit about the objectives and some suggestions on the topic of learning with AI. Then we have two brilliant speakers today, and we will have two presentations by them. One of them is from an education technology platform, AI-driven education technology platform called ClassIn. And we have another speaker from a platform called iSpring Solutions. And then as usual, we will have question and answer session. And then, of course, we will check out and give you some information also about the team learning phase that begins in June. So first of all, why we are focusing on learning with AI? As you know, when it comes to innovating teaching and learning with AI, it's not just about learning about the foundations and frameworks. It's also about using the tools that are based on AI technology. So as you have noticed that Singapore Education Network is one of our partners, and with recommendations from them, we have invited 4 education technology experts to introduce their platform and to give you an exposure to the field of education AI and artificial intelligence-driven education technology tools. So we have designed the program under 2 categories: authoring and collaboration tools, which is happening today. And for that, we have ClassIn and iSpring Solutions. They have generously, contributed their efforts and time to have this session today. So a big thank you to them. Why we are doing this? As you know, our program is very collaborative in nature. We focus on a peer-to-peer setting. For that, we thought you can learn about collaborative tools to not only facilitate your own teamwork, but also integrate it in your own for school collaboration participants in the integration of your innovative teaching practice design, and for our faculty collaboration participants for your own for when you design your project proposals. And then for the next webinar, which is the final webinar of the self-learning phase, we have personalized learning and assessment tool focused session. For that, as you know, there has been a great focus on the fact that AI tools can personalize, or also known as customize, learning experiences for unique learners depending on their learning pace and diverse need. So is that true, right? So for that, to kind of understand and explore, and also to critically understand how does that happen, we have 2 education technology platforms at Mentum and Inspira, who will talk about this particular topic and introduce their tools during the next webinar. And just a disclaimer, there are a lot of education technology tools out there, right? So some of them are free, some of them are not. And we have 4 of them for webinar 3 today, and then the next one, webinar 4. Our goal is to give you some specific introductions that are relevant in the context of your participation in this program, and also to really help you how some of these tools work. And finally, we emphasize on the fact that it is absolutely up to you if you would like to use these tools or not. And if you decide to use these tools, we highly encourage you to evaluate depending on what you have learned during the foundational training on learning about AI, for example, focusing on effectiveness, relevance, inclusion, and ethics. So some suggestions in terms of what to take away from these 2 segments, and specifically from today's segment, depending on the relevance and effectiveness of these AI and education technology tools for school collaboration participants and for faculty, you can try to use it or integrate it if you think it's relevant for you when you are working together with your team. For school collaboration, when you are designing your innovative teaching practice, and for faculty collaboration, when you are focusing on your project proposal. And then if we dig a bit deeper in terms of their relevance, for school collaboration participants, when you are designing your innovative teaching practice, you will have to choose between the topic learning about AI or learning with AI. When you decide to focus on learning with AI, you can then decide what tool to integrate to make your innovative teaching practice more engaging, or how you want to use one or several of these tools that we are introducing, or beyond our introduction that exists out there. And for faculty collaboration, of course, you have 4 categories. Under these 4 categories, how you want to design areas that you want to explore, whether it's the ethical issues, whether it's the engagement or learning outcome issues, or the document analysis on these EdTech tools, you can decide if you want to focus on the AI, learning with AI side of the topic. So with that, we want to conclude the objective and the suggestion session by really stressing on really focus and understand your motivation, whether you want to focus on learning about AI or with AI. And then finally, please, if you focus on learning with AI, decide what kind of AI tools you want to explore, and also have a personal reflection and a team reflection, why. And finally, please do remember pedagogy before technology. And as educators, please reflect on the relevant side, ethics, inclusion, and effectiveness of the tools that you will be focusing on or you will be working on. So with that, let me quickly introduce our speakers for today. Mr. Edmund Lim. He's the Vice President for Strategic Partnerships at ClassIn, who is passionate about empowering learners and creating innovative education platforms to support both educators and learners. And also Ms. Anadine, who is passionate about empowering educators and learners as well. She's a learning consultant at iSpring Solutions that focuses on making teaching and learning more collaborative, and she's very skilled at creating platforms that makes work more engaging and innovative. So let me first welcome our first speakers from ClassIn, Mr. Edmund Lim. Edmund, the floor is yours.
Okay, thank you very much, Jyoti. Very good morning or good afternoon, everyone, wherever you are. It's a pleasure to be here. Firstly, I would like to thank the Asia Europe Foundation for this time. I appreciate this opportunity to share with you. So I will be, if I may, I'll be keeping my presentation shorter today because I'll be focusing very much on how the tools can be used by teachers. So I'll be sharing about software collaboration platform, as well as very quickly about hardware. And then after that, I will invite you to also consider the use of the software for collaboration among peers, collaboration with teachers, as well as also when we talk about hybrid learning, as well as online learning. So if I may share my slides now, right? I'll be, okay. Are you able to see my slides?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Yes.
So, okay. So basically, very warm welcome. I'm Edmund from ClassIn, and today I'm going to speak about Empower Education Online, right? How do we do that, right? So basically, I'll just skim through all these areas. Okay, I just have one other point to share. Okay, if you may excuse me, today I'll go through the slides a little faster because it so happens that my dad just passed away this afternoon. So I need to handle the funeral arrangements, but I'm very happy to be here. And I'm sure you'll be happy for me to be able to share this with you. So I'll just take you through the slides and share the opportunity to empower education together. And then after that, I'll make a move, right? So thank you for your time. So basically, I just wanted to be upfront and share with you first. So please excuse me if I seem to be in a bit of a hurry. Yeah, but I'm happy to have this time with you. So basically, this is the company's profile. So basically, this is where we are. We were founded in 2014. We have worked with schools, various educators, various education organizations around the world. And currently, right, we are working with various partners, both in kindergarten all the way up to universities. So right, we have Peking University, National University of Singapore, using our solutions, right? So the overview, what are our solutions? So basically what we have is a virtual learning platform. So as you see, like on Zoom, it's more of a web conferencing. Whereas we know that in terms of teaching and learning, we want to have an interactive board. We want to have a learning management system. So what we have here is a seamless combination of both a learning platform as well as a virtual classroom, learning management system, a virtual classroom, as well as interactive tools, right? So you can see, you can do a whole range of different activities. You can have a class, online lessons. You are able to actually have recorded lessons, store it in your learning management system, take it out. You are able to do video conferencing with interactive whiteboard, as well as various tools, right? And of course, there are different instructional templates that you can import in. So basically for us, you can see here, this is just a snapshot, right? We are able to have breakout rooms. This is an interactive board. You are able to have up to 2,000 students all simultaneously in one classroom. And of course, you can choose to have your students on stage when you see their faces, or you can have them off stage, right? So the different options are there. In addition to that, we have more than 30 interactive tools. That means while teaching a lesson, you can show a PowerPoint, a video at the same time. You'll see that in the video later. And you can also do a quiz. You can annotate and write on the PowerPoint too, all done together at the same time. So in addition to that, you also have administration dashboard where you are able to support different types of courses. You have cloud storage. That means you can store your slides, your PowerPoint, your materials all in the cloud and take them and present them wherever you are. You are also able to enroll and manage your students online, right? So this makes it very seamless and easy. And so you have this dashboard. You can actually enroll your students, your colleagues, schedule lessons, have an overview of all the sessions, and you can actually go in and watch them if you are an administrator. And of course, there are differentiated authority among the administrators, finance, and faculty. So you're able to do all that. Resource management, classroom session, roster management, all done using the platform. So it's going to be a game changer. You can actually monitor online lessons, collaborate. You can work with your peers, get students both online and on-site all together on the same platform. So what we have, in terms of solutions, we built both in the virtual, we have solutions for the virtual world as well as the physical world, right? You are able to enroll all your students, you're able to integrate your existing systems all together on ClassIn. And you can get access to ClassIn for free at classin.com. So this is, yeah. So in addition to the virtual world, we have also created hardware resources called ClassIn X so that it can support hybrid learning. So we have interactive flat panels, right? So we are actually we are in the process of integrating AI into our interactive flat panels so that it becomes a response to your verbal commands. So if you say PowerPoint activate, the PowerPoint that you have put on hold will be activated. If you want to have a quiz, you can say quiz activate is like a voice assistant, right? So that's in the process of development. So we have interactive flat panels of the size of a whiteboard, 110 inches wide. We have noise cancelling, AI noise cancelling, 360-degree ceiling microphones. We have tracking cameras so if teachers move from point to point, the camera will follow the teacher. The sound beam from the ceiling microphone will also follow the teacher and adjust accordingly. And students at the back or at the side of the classroom speak. Likewise, the voices can be picked up. So this is what we are doing, integrating some elements of AI into both having a voice assistant for the interactive flat panel, as well as the capabilities to adjust the sound. Yeah. So you can see the setup here, right? Multimodal learning. We have screens around the classroom. Now what they found was that some lecturers or professors or teachers like dual screens. So you have an even wider platform to write. So you'll be able to watch the video later, right? And of course, it can be done in both classrooms. And if you have a smart classroom, that means you can have students on site participating together with students online, all done simultaneously. You can meet various occasions, right? And different modes also. And this will facilitate hybrid learning in different forms, both. So you can have a highly engaged classrooms, online, on-site, hybrid. You can connect people wherever they are, right? So this will facilitate hybrid learning in terms of, so what we have is the lesson LMS for preparation, the virtual classroom for learning, involving both students online and on-site. You are able to have it concurrently, as you can see there, the teacher doing lessons with students from different locations. After that, you're able to use the learning management system to do the homework and even assign tests, and students will do it, right? So this is in the integration of technology. And you can, so like I said, online, hybrid, and physical, right? We want to maximize the capacity of each classroom and empower all educators. And this is done in Peking University, where they involved students from different universities, different locations around the world, including Australian National University. So the lecturer here, you can see, is teaching the lesson for students on site. He's being captured on camera, the photo above, where he's actually engaging students online too. And of course, you can also bring teaching and learning to other locations. So like for this particular scene, the students were brought to the medical ward where they could see operations being held, right? So you could also bring in professionals through virtual field trips. And of course, solve real-world problems, right? Bring them out to the field, right? And of course, this is also having individualized interaction, because some students actually like the tools, like being able to chat or ask questions. So I welcome you to also ask questions if you have any, and I'll be happy to answer them. Maybe at a later stage, I can email back and answer them, right? So you can see here, different schools engaging in collaboration, right? Teachers collaborating together, whether in terms of lesson preparation. So with the use of technology, it increases our capability. At the same time, ClassIn also values the quality of collaboration, the quality of teaching and learning, which we address through the use of our technology here. So what we hope is that education won't be limited by location. In terms of integration, we are able to integrate various platforms, right? And we would like to support all our educators wherever you are, right? We listen to your concerns. We constantly upgrade and improve our services and technology. So this is what we have. We are able to support you, right? We are available in 12 different languages. We have the virtual learning classroom, the school dashboard, right? As well as, and if you download ClassIn, you also have access to our virtual science lab, right? It's a virtual physics and chemistry lab where experiments can be done anytime, anywhere, right? And it responds, so it responds intelligently to the science experiments and your activities. So it's a very responsive software. And of course, we provide ongoing customer service, right? Jyoti, may I ask for your help to play the video, and then we can then, then if you have questions, okay, you're most welcome to Jyoti, can I ask for your help? If they have questions, then I can answer them later. I can email them back if possible. If you have questions, please excuse me if I have to leave after the video. And yeah. So thank you. It's a privilege speaking. I'm sorry it's a bit rushed today. I normally take longer, but yeah, my mom's waiting for me too. So yeah, we're heading back to the hospital. Yeah, the ward. Yeah. Okay. So these are our capabilities, and these are some feedback from the teachers, right? Who have used from different schools, who have used our solutions, right? And we wish you success in the use of your solutions, and you can use it. So ClassIn is an excellent platform for collaboration with peers, collaboration with students, collaboration with your fellow colleagues. So yeah, and if I may stop sharing, and Jyoti can play the video.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Edmund. Okay, I'm going to share my screen and then play the video.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Okay, I found the video. And then let me quickly.
Okay, thank you, Jyoti.
See my screen?
Okay. Yep.
Okay, perfect. I'm playing now. Hopefully
okay.
It's okay as well.
So for what we have here, okay, there's some background music, but it's okay if you can't hear it. Right, we want to promote interactive learning. So if you download ClassIn, you'll have access to the notifications on your mobile phone. It's an app. You can download it using your handphone. You can see here our 110-inch. You can scan the QR code, participate in the lesson, right? So you have students online. The various frames of students can be enlarged accordingly, right? You can modify the sizes. You can start the lesson, right? You can hide them if you want to. This is our 110-inch where you activate it with 4 fingers. It's responsive. You can go to your video gallery, select your videos from your online cloud drive. Here you see the cloud drive here, the ClassIn drive. You can select what you want, so you don't need to carry your materials with you. You can start the lesson. So it's a board that you can write, you can scroll. Yes, it's like a virtual school. Thank you for your comments. You can write on the board, write on your PowerPoint, whatever you have, or even a video, you can write on it, right? You can erase with your palm, write with your fingers. You can adjust accordingly the font, the color, the size. So we also have the, thank you, Maria. You can have breakout rooms. You can have breakout rooms involving students who are online as well as online and on-site. So you can combine them together. And if they have their devices, the students on-site can engage in breakout room discussions with students online. And you can start, you can group them. We have a drag and drop function, so students can actually drag and drop, pull, participate in activities. So the hardware is compatible. It's a Windows operating software. The hardware is compatible with, you can use it for other tools and activities too. Right? So it requires, if you use ClassIn on your own hardware, it requires a Windows operating system. You can use your own hardware also, but it must support a Windows operating system, right? So you can enlarge, you can have a drag and drop, you can get presenters to present, right? You can work simultaneously, concurrently. The software, you can download it for free. There's a free version. If you like the school version, we also have, we can discuss further, right? So the remote teacher can also join in. That means you can bring in an online teacher. So the teacher on site can bring in a teacher who is online, on stage. So we have a teacher. So you can do concurrent teaching, right? So she put him in the corner. But if you want, you can enlarge the whole screen, right? And the teacher who is online or elsewhere can join in the lesson and also show the slides, present. This is a student who is off-site. And then, after that, you can do a quiz. So it's built in. You can do a quiz simultaneously. You do a click on the toolbox. You can start a quiz. Students can participate straight away, and within seconds, you can have their responses. It is okay. Thank you. It's a smart board, which also is a hardware and software integration, right? So you can do this. If you have your own hardware, you can install ClassIn too, and you can collaborate with students, get their inputs, right? Affirm them for their answers and responses. You can also have simultaneous screen operation. So, like I mentioned, it allows you to drag and drop, so you can actually get students, select students. So Larry, who is off-site, wants to participate, he will participate together. And you see the drag and drop function, you're having 2 different students engaging concurrently. So it's an interactive board. You can have different students in different places, one in a classroom and one online, participating at the same time, right? So you can affirm them for their activities. And then you can integrate a sketchboard, right? This is another feature, right? So you can see what happens. You can capture whatever is on your screen and send it to your student devices. So whatever I have here, or whatever the teacher is doing now, she's capturing it and sending it to the students' devices, so that students can work. It's like almost like giving them a virtual worksheet on the spot. That encourages them to participate. So students are doing it, then you can choose which students' work you want to display. So you can send whatever's on the board to the students. Students can work on it. You can collect it back and show it on the board. And here you have, you can assign the task to them, right? You can give them homework to do. You can collect it back and mark it online too. Okay, in terms of the AI technology, you can simultaneously open the browser and use the ChatGPT or Gen AI together. So this allows you to concurrently use a PowerPoint browser, leverage on various Gen AI capabilities on websites, right? So you can see this. So a student is just completing the work, taking the photo, and sending it to the teacher to teach. So what we have here are capabilities that will support teachers, educators, academics, like all of you, and enable you to use technology even better, whether it's AI or not. We also have AI voice assistant capabilities, but that is for another video and it'll be ready later this year. So thank you so much once again. My sincere apologies if it's a bit rushed. Please excuse me, and I wish you all the very best. And a big thank you to Jyoti and the team for being so supportive and understanding. Please excuse me if I have to go now. Thank you. And I wish you success and fulfillment in teaching. May we continue to empower education and educators too. Yeah.
Thank you, Edmund. From us and from our participants, our deep condolences to you and your family, and also deep gratitude for making the time to have this session. So we will excuse you now. Hopefully everything goes well with all the preparations, and then we will be in touch again, and we will convey all the questions from our participants to you in due time. Thank you so much, Edmund. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Best wishes.
So now let's move on to our next speaker, Ms. Anadine from iSpring Solutions, and learn more about another collaborative and authoring tools. So Ms. Anadine, the floor is yours. Please, you can share your screen now.
Yep. Hi, everyone. I'm really excited to be here with you all today, and we are going to explore some innovative ways to make your educational content not just more interactive, but truly engaging and memorable for the students. Today, we will start defining our challenges, move on to the tool that speaks directly to them, talk about the opportunities to revise your content, and then we will finish with a short Q&A session. As an e-learning expert who worked with different educational organizations around Asia, I noticed that professors strive to create educational experience that captivate and educate students, yet they often encounter some significant challenges. So talking about these challenges, first of all, some courses might be not interested for students. I believe that all of you have seen the glaze over a student eye when they are bored. Traditional statistic courses fail to capture their attention and imagination. Then it's a poor retention. Students often struggle to retain information from courses that don't engage them on multiple levels. This leads to them to remembering class and feeling less prepared for the test. From this, we have low completion rates. When students don't find the materials engaging, they are less likely to complete the course. And I believe that no one wants the course to be failed, right? And here we also have a loss of motivation. Bad learning experience can lead students to become disappointed with the learning progress itself. They might start questioning the value of learning when it feels more like a chore than an exploration. And I know that we all want to make our courses more interactive and engaging, but reality is that we don't have hours to spend on crafting a single PowerPoint. We need an efficient solution that deliver high quality results without investing a lot of time. And here at iSpring, we have a solution that speaks directly to these challenges. Let me introduce you to iSpring page. It's a cloud-based authoring tool designed to help you overcome these challenges by enabling the creation of dynamic, interactive, and genuinely engaging online courses. So you might ask, what is iSpring Page? iSpring Page is an AI-powered authoring tool that allows you to create e-learning, design customization, to collaborate on your courses, and to share your courses with the students. iSpring Page is designed with education in mind. It's allow building beautiful courses based on your normal lectures, adding a life to them and increase student engagement. And to use iSpring Page, you don't have to process any technical or design skills. iSpring Page transforms the way we create educational content. So first of all, iSpring Page use AI to help you design interactive courses and grab and hold students' attentions. This means less yabbing and more learning. Also, with automatic quiz generation, iSpring Page ensures that your assessments are perfectly aligned with your course content. This leads to a better retention and clear understanding of what students stand in their learning journey. Moreover, iSpring Page is simple and intuitive. You don't need a tech degree to use it. Its user-friendly interface makes it easy for anyone to create and complete a course, that students will enjoy. Features like embedded multimedia make your courses not just educational, but truly engaging. This means that students not only watching or reading, they are also interacting and retaining more. Here at iSpring, we are committed to providing a product that is accessible and inclusive for all users. This is achieved by incorporating principles of universal design, ensuring the software is easy to use, intuitive, and accommodating to as many different users' needs as possible. So it is your opportunity to revise your courses. So let me just give you an idea how iSpring Page works. First of all, you just paste the content of your lecture from the document or even web page. And also we have a feature that we're really proud of, since we don't see this in any other tools. iSpring Page recognizes the text formatting, keeps fonts, highlighting, paragraph, bullet points, and so on. So you don't have to, checking everything one more time. All formatting will be saved. Then you need to add some images, video, links, previews, and so on. Everything to make your course more fun and engaging. And at the end of your course, you might like to add some flashcard or quizzes to check learners' attention, learners' knowledge, and that's it. Additionally, you might use AI to generate some copy of your text or even the whole quizzes. It's also great for brainstorming course idea, fix your copy, simplifying language of your course, and make it text shorter or longer. For the AI assistant, you can use specific prompt wherever you need, but please be sure to read your content because it's still just a machine. And to sum up, iSpring Page give you a chance to create content as easy as to create your content easily while keeping your courses neat and beautiful organized. Sequential learning means that you can organize your courses into different chapters, and your students will get into the next chapter only if they completed a first one. Moreover, you can work on the content together with your colleagues, and your students can get access to your courses just via online link. Moving on, iSpring Page supports a number of international languages. The design can be customized according to your vision. Now, imagine what you can do with iSpring Page. Whether you are teaching science, languages, or history, you can bring your courses to life in a way that resonate with your students. And I would love to share you how you can create your first online course within a few minutes. So let me just go ahead and share my screen with you one more time so we can create a quick online course together. Okay, hope you can see my screen. So let's create our online course together. So first of all, we are going to ask iSpring AI assistant to write a text for us. Let's say we need a lecture. Oops. We need a lecture on solar system for secondary school students. Oops. Now all magic is happening right in front of your eyes. So you don't have to spend time on crafting your content. Everything can be done automatically. Okay, here we have our conclusion. So if we are happy with our tags, we can just embed it into our course. And we are ready to go. So let's make it just more fun and interactive. So what you can do here, you can add some, for example, cover images for a course. Let me just select something. Moreover, you can embed a YouTube video or any other videos to your course to provide your users with some virtual content. I will make a YouTube video. I will add a YouTube video here. That's it. Next one, here we can add, let's say, a short quiz. You just select an online quiz, add new question, and select option generate question. And the system will generate a question for you that you can add to your to your course. Let's also add a picture to make it more beautiful for our students. So as you might see, just a few seconds and we already have a knowledge check for our learners. Next one, while you're working with the course, it's also possible to add some pictures, some videos. Let me add a sun here. We can add also some planets. Okay, and let's say we want to add another quiz here. Just select a quiz, new question, generate, and it will be quiz about planets. Okay, save. And let's add a picture as a background color once again. So everything just happened in front of your eyes. It's super easy to create your courses. Moreover, for example, you can move this part, let's say to the next. You can change it and so on. Okay, and moreover, like my personal preference, I love to divide my courses into different segments by using a continue button. This way, your users have to complete each paragraph before moving to a new one. So let's add a continue button here. And let's do it here. So we already have our course ready to go. We have all information needed, even online video, some quizzes to check learners' knowledge, some images, and so on. So let me quickly preview it so you can see it from the learner perspective. So here we have our online course, our videos that we can click on and watch. Continue. Here we have some information about solar system and online quiz that we have to take. Okay, this was incorrect. And the system also provides us with a feedback that tailored to a specific question. So you don't have to waste your own time on writing all of this feedback. Everything will happen automatically. Next one, we have some information about Planet and online quiz that we can take. The system also provides us with the feedback and so on. You can create these courses as big, as large as you need. Moreover, you can add different chapters. So it can be a huge course that covers different topics. Then after you're done with your quiz, you can just click share and share it with your learners using an online link. I can even post it in our chat so you can take a look at it. And that's all, you're ready to go. Moreover, it's also possible to save your online course in a SCORM or any other formats and upload to your learning management system. So I guess we can get back to our questions. I would love to answer if you have any questions.
Thank you so much, Anna. When our participants are warming up to ask questions directly, I'm going to read some of them from the chat. You have actually just touched upon one. How do the students access to the page? Do they need to create an account? So you mentioned that you can share the link directly, but can students, once they have the link, they can already work with that link, or what is the system for students?
So for the students, they will only have access to view these materials and to take a quizzes. There is no need to get a license for them. They won't create a content. They will only see the end result. And yes, as you mentioned, you can share a content with them just using a link, or you can upload it to any LMS.
Thank you. So another question is, can it make PPT?
No, it's not for the PPTs. It's a cloud-based solution that more for page-like courses. However, here at iSpring, we have a tool that works for PPTs. We have like additional tool for that.
So there's another question. You kind of explained it when you were creating the quiz, but maybe a bit more explanation is needed. Are these quizzes generated automatically? You have already explained the process, but yeah.
Yeah. You just copy the text. It can be text generated by system, how we did it just a minute ago. Or you can even copy and paste your own materials. For example, you already have your lecture in the World. You can just copy and paste it in iSpring page and generate a question from there. So the system will generate question for you.
Thank you. Another one is on what format does the final product export to? PDF, web page, ebook?
So it will be online via link, but if you want to save it somewhere, it can be in a SCORM. So we mostly work with a SCORM format because it's a format that most of LMS supports.
And another technical one, can you include mathematical equations when you are creating the content?
Yeah, of course. If you don't like questions that the system generates for you, feel free to create your own questions. They have up to 5 different question types, such as multiple choice, multiple response, short answers, and others.
I think now we can take a few questions live. So I invite our participants to raise their hands, and then we can, okay, I see Maria, go ahead.
Hello, good morning. Thank you,
Good
Nadine,
morning.
for this excellent presentation. So my question is technical as well. It's about the questions which are generated for the quiz. What I'd like to know is, are the questions based on the content created and available to the students in the course, in the online course? Or are
Okay, so
just...
what? Yeah, so while you're creating your materials, it's after you already write the whole text, the whole materials, it's possible to generate quizzes on your own. You can just type the questions as you usually do, or you can use iSpring AI system to generate questions based on your text. And from there, it can be questions for a specific text, let's say for a specific paragraph or for the whole text. For example, it can be like an exam after you provide them with materials on a specific topic.
But what I mean is that the question, to answer the question, the students have the input in the course that we send to them. For example, if you choose a paragraph like you did, and you created the quiz, the students will find the answers in that paragraph, for example, or in the material which is available. Or can it be other questions?
Yeah, so in this case, you have to add some additional questions on your own, because AI assistant will take information from the text. Because from my learning experience, it was a lot of situation when information was about a specific topic, but teachers decided to add some additional questions that students didn't know because it wasn't in the book.
Okay, thank
and
you.
we were just to avoid the situation.
Thank you very much, Anna.
Thank you, Maria. Tito?
Thank you for your question.
Okay, I want to ask if we can integrate materials we have made with other programs or with other platforms. It is possible to integrate that kind of things.
I believe it depends on the system and other programs that you use.
Okay, thank you.
Just to add to Tito's question as well, there is another one from our participant from Brunei. So it's about connecting with the other platform as well as other existing online assessment tools, users that exist. Can they connect it with that as well?
So I'm not sure about any other tools, but mostly our customers prefer to connect iSpring page with a learning management system. In this case, the learners will have a learning path, and during this learning path, they will learn some materials and take some quizzes. Also, this way, the results will be captured by the learning management system that they use.
There are a couple of questions still coming regarding the quizzes. Could you perhaps give a summary of the overall, how you create the quiz, as well as, any other additional information that you have?
So I believe what we can do, I guess we can move to a next slide, Anastasia. I see that we have a lot of questions, and we would love you, maybe another slide, if I have it. We would love you to start a trial of iSpring page. It's completely free for 2 weeks, and no credit card is required. So you can start a trial, play around with it on your own, even create your first questions, first courses, and use it with your students to get their feedback.
Thank you, Anna.
Yep. We just shared the link in the chat. So if someone interested in this tool, we would really happy to see you there. Just feel free to start your free trial. And if you have any questions, you can just send me an email, send me a WhatsApp message, or even reach out me on LinkedIn, and I will be happy to assist you.
Could you also explain a little bit more about the accessibility part? For example, whether it's free or not, what kind of subscription are there? Because some of our participants, they want to know, and also Yes.
Okay, sure. So we do have a free trial, which is available for 14 days. And during this trial, you will have access to all features that we have in this tool. So you will be able to test system on your own to find out if it works for a project, if it works for lessons, and then make a decision. Then moving on, we have a paid subscription, an annual-based subscription that you can purchase for yourself as an individual. Or it can be even subscription for, let's say, the whole school or the whole university, where all of professors or teachers will be able to collaborate on the content. So my favorite thing about iSpring page, so you can start to use it easily. So there's no need to go through a long approval process to make sure that everyone is satisfied with the system. If you love to use it, you can do it on your own. It can be personal license.
Let me quickly see if anyone has raised their hand. I don't see anyone else. In that case, there is another question also related to assessment. Can you track the students' progress and how?
So students' progress mostly depends on the ways where you're planning to upload your system, your courses, because we provide you with a tool how you can create your courses, generate your quizzes, and so on, and all of tracking. Let's say tracking progress is mostly depends on the system. So iSpring page, it's not a system itself, it's just a tool that you can use to create your content. I hope that I answered this question.
Thank you, Anna. I see that Hang from Australia, she raised her hand. Hang, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Anna, for the presentation. I wonder how much of the interaction the student can have using this. So say, for example, except from quiz, can they do the short answer or long answer questions? Can they, and with maths, can they fix the issue and if they can, will they have feedback right after that?
So we have 5 different question type. I'm just so it's possible to get multiple choice, multiple response answers, short answers. But if you want to make something like essay or the whole assignment, when your users need to solve a math problem and send it back to you, unfortunately, it's not possible because the system won't be able to check it. It's only can check some short answers. For example, you can send a math problem and they can type you the answer, but not the whole solution.
What about the feedback though? For example, short answer question, can they provide feedback?
Yeah, you can provide some feedback, but it will be not customized by the answer. It will only, for example, a specific feedback for the correct. You can write something like, hooray, you did a great job. And for the incorrect, you can explain what they should do to receive a correct answer.
Thank you, Anna, and thank you, Hank.
Okay.
So I have a question.
Sure.
So to comfortably and to efficiently use this tool, how can our teachers or any other teachers who is, inspired to use this tool, what kind of competencies they need, what kind of, proficiency they need in terms of using the tool? Like, is there any new digital skills that they need to build, or as long as they can navigate to web and to a computer, they can comfortably use the tool and platform?
I would say that you don't need any technical or design skill because everything already kind of embedded and pre-templated for you. All you have to do, just click on a few buttons and then the system will do all the work for you. So you don't have to, searching for the perfect design, for the perfect front. Everything will be on the system, on the tool.
And the second part of the question is
Okay.
more on the technical side, right? Because you have, as education technology designer, you have designed it with universal, design principles in mind to make the platform more interactive, engaging, and innovative for their students. What kind of recommendations you will give to our teachers to make learning more engaging and fun and collaborative?
Yeah, so if we're talking about collaborative, what you can do, you can collaborate on the same course with your colleagues. For example, you can create the same materials that let's say, 2 people, let's say you're creating a history lesson that a few teachers can use, and you can collaborate on the same materials, so everyone can use it. And then from my point of view, to make it more fun and more engaging, it's better to add some videos, some short videos, like 5 minutes, not a 1-hour video webinar. Plus, it's better to provide just short questions after each part, just to make a short knowledge check. Because after while you're having a short questions during the whole course, it's easy for you to pass the final test, because you are kind of already prepared for that.
Thank you, Anna. So another question from our participants, from Ernie, she wants to know, what's the difference between iSpring Page and iSpring Learn?
So iSpring Learn, it's a learning management system that you can use to upload your content, to track user progress, to generate some huge report on the journey, on the progress, to, to see the progress, to see the statistic about the employee. Plus, it's possible to run some online webinar using iSpring Learn. So I would say that iSpring Learn like ClassIn software that we just saw than iSpring Page. So there's 2 different products: iSpring Page to create your courses, and iSpring Learn to upload them, to track learners' progress, and so on. I hope I answered this question.
Thank you. So related to that, another participants from Romania. Sorry. If you have a question, please raise your hand, or otherwise, please kindly mute yourself. I see that Rinku raised her hand, so I will ask the question first. Rinku, the floor is yours. So they want to know the size. How many students can be on the iSpring Learn platform?
So if we are talking about iSpring Learn, about our learning management system, then this number depends on the plan that you will have. For example, if you have 50 active users plan, in this case, 50 learners can access your platform. If you have 2,000 active users plan, in this case, 2,000 learners can access the system at the same time.
So Rinku, the floor is yours, and then I will read out some of the questions from the chat. Go ahead.
Thank you, ma'am. Just I like to know how what is the evaluation process? I could not understand how we can evaluate the students' understanding through this iSpring. Is it through the Google Classroom, or the I could not answer. I could not understand. Please make it clear.
Yeah, sure. So first, for example, you can create a page with some information about your subject and online quiz at the end. Then it's possible to share a link to this course, for example, via Zoom call, via MS Team call, and so on. Or you can even just email this link to them. And then they will take this quiz, receive the answers, some feedback, and that's all. If you want to save their results, then it's better to upload it to the learning management system, because the learning management system, they have an opportunity to kind of catch this result and save it. I hope I answered your question.
I see Rinku nodding her head, so I think
okay.
Again, another question coming up on student evaluation and progress. Our participant, she wants to confirm. So if is it correct that the teachers, they can use iSpring Learn because that's where they can track student progress?
So usually when we talk about iSpring Learn, about our learning management system, companies prefers to implement the system for the whole school. In this case, all teachers can use the system to check the students' knowledge, track their progress, and so on. So yes, if you want to receive more detailed information, then it's better to use iSpring Learn.
Thank you. Another question related to language, so accessibility. So they want to know if the platform is only available in English or it can be used in other language like Estonian or Bengali.
So our software, the interface itself available in different languages. I don't have a list of them in front of me, but it's available in different languages. And then if we are talking about content, it's possible to create in any languages. Just type your own text or ask the system to generate your text in a specific language, and that's all.
Another question related to accessibility, can once they design a course, can they use it offline?
Offline, what you can do as offline, if you have offline, let's say a class, you can just share it on your screen, for example, during the class.
So you can save the page and use it offline.
You still need an internet access to open it because it will be stored online.
Oh, okay. So once you open it, then if you don't have internet access, but you can move on from different materials from the page.
If you have it like available, you can just scroll it and show it during your class.
Yeah.
But like from my perspective, iSpring page, it's more about e-learning, not about offline classes.
Okay. Okay, so that's clear. I don't see any other hands raised. I saw some of the positive comments as well about the tool. Some of our participants found it very interesting and useful. So may I please invite, if this is a tool that you have, found relevant and interesting, to share your comments as well. It doesn't have to be just questions, if you also kind of have some ideas already how you want to use such a tool, please feel free to share your comments. We have some time. So I think let's use the, okay, I see that Rinku raised her hands again. Please go ahead, Rinku.
Ma'am, thank you for sharing this iSpring AI system, but please pardon me, I am asking another question. Many times we have to prepare PPT, PowerPoint presentation for my students. So is there any easy way to make this PPT which if you share, then it will be very helpful for us.
Yeah, so here at iSpring, we have different tools that can help you with your e-learning. And for the PowerPoint slides, we have additional tool. It calls iSpring Suite Max. And with help of iSpring Suite Max, you will be able to easily design your PowerPoint slides. For example, you can choose a slide template from our gallery, insert it into your slide, add some interactions, quizzes as well, voiceover, record some videos, and so on. So I would recommend you to use iSpring Suite Max if you're working on PowerPoint presentations. I will just give you a link in the chat so you can start a free trial.
Yes, ma'am, please give it. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you, Rinku. So one of the participants, she commented, actually one of the mentors, it seems to be similar to Microsoft and Google in terms of feedback for quiz and forms. So Anna, is it similar or is it unique?
So from my point of view, of course, it's unique because everything just happened on one page. You don't have to use different forms, just Google Doc to create your course, then create a Google form for the question, then check it. Plus, you have to do it kind of manually, and with help of iSpring, everything happened just in one place. Plus, you can collaborate with your colleague on that. And as you saw, it's possible to create an online course just in a few minutes.
Thank you, Anna. So I keep seeing a lot of questions related to students' engagement. So because of that, I have a question. Once teachers are collaboratively working together with their students when they are using iSpring, of course, there is an issue with data, right? So how do you ensure that, how do you ensure data privacy, especially for students, since at the elementary or secondary, for our kids, it's secondary school students, they're minor, right? So data privacy is a very, very important area. How does iSpring ensure data privacy and the ethical aspect of using the
Yeah, I do understand your question. So if we are talking about iSpring page, our tools that you can use to create your content and generate questions, quizzes, and so on, iSpring page do not save any of your data. So we do not require you to type your name, your email, or something like that.
Okay.
So we do not save any of your data. Then if you upload it to your internal system, then all of questions related to data will be, let's say, solved by the systems that you are using. Because iSpring page itself, if you share your content via link, we do not store any of your data.
Okay. So just to clarify a little bit more.
Okay.
Right. So let's say one of our participants is school, they're up for the subscription and they want to have a school-wide subscription for iSpring. In that case, how does that subscription work in terms of not having any data on iSpring system? Like how?
So
yeah.
So yeah, I was talking that we do not let's say save any personal information, personal data about students who taking your courses, about you as an author, and so on. But all of the content that you are creating, everything will be stored online. And in order to access this information, they will be a corporate account, plus all teachers, I believe, will have their own login, their own password. It's also possible to set up something like a single sign-on, or to receive an email code in order to log into the platform, and so on.
So in terms
Plus,
yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to know that if any of you have more like technical questions regarding the data privacy and so on, we have all of required documents, certificates, and so on, and we can provide it if needed.
Thank you. Thank you, Anna. So I don't see any other questions because there is a lot of repetitions. If I have not addressed any of the questions from the chat, because I think it's already, the question has been addressed, but if you feel like your question hasn't been addressed to our participants, please raise your hand and then let's have another, few minutes. If not, we'll move on to the next part. So let's see. I give a few seconds to see if anybody want to comment or ask a question or need any further clarification. So I don't see. Okay. Okay, so thank you so much, Anna, to to introducing iSpring solutions to our participants, and also for patiently responding to all the technical and pedagogical questions from our teachers. And so we have your contact details on the slide. I hope that our participants, if they have questions, they can also reach out to you. And
yeah,
also
sure.
please send us any questions, we will compile them and then we will share them with you. So with that, a big round of applause and thank you to Anna from iSpring. So hopefully after today's session, after the introduction from iSpring, you have a better idea about how such a platform works, and also hopefully some interesting ideas for innovating your teaching practices, as well as making it more engaging for your students. I'm going to quickly put up my slide again. Let me quickly find it. Okay, here again. Okay, so our first session on learning with AI with ClassIn and iSpring solutions is coming to an end. As you know, one of our supporting partners for this project is Singapore Education Network, and Marketplace Asia is part of them, so they are our supporting partners as well. Here is their website where you will find many other artificial intelligence and education-driven tools to explore. So iSpring, ClassIn, they are already in this space as well. That's how we got to know about them. So please let me quickly share the link in the chat box as well. So I just put the chat link for EdTech Marketplace Asia in the chat box. So hopefully you can explore that website and then find more tools and learn about other tools that exist there. You can see the screen now?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Apologies for that. I don't know what happened because from my side, I can see the screen. So let me go back very quickly. So I was talking about the EdTech Marketplace Asia. Here is their link where you have many other tools like iSpring and ClassIn. So you can explore and then find a tool that is relevant for you. And then, you know, we are coming to an end for the self-learning phase, and we are really excited to jump into the team learning phase, because that's where all the fun begins. That's where you get to work with your peers and mentors as well. For the full school collaboration program participants, we have sent an email. So you have received an email from Angie, and she shared a form where we kindly request you to, tell us about your preference about the innovative teaching practice design topic area, as well as, of course, to indicate your commitment to fully participate in the team learning phase. So this only applies for the school collaboration participants who are participating for the full virtual program, not for faculty, not for the self-learning phase. For you, we will email what's the next step. For faculty, it will happen during the cross-faculty dialogue phase. So please stay connected, and then we will share more information through email for that. So the deadline for this form for the full school collaboration participants is 28 May. So that's next Tuesday. Please do send us please submit it as soon as possible. It's actually, I wrote here 5 minutes. When I did a demo, it took me actually exactly less than a minute. So please do it as soon as possible. And then we will move on to the next and final thematic webinar of the self-learning phase. And that one is on learning with AI and getting familiar with tools part 2. And for that one, we will be focusing on personalized and assessment tools. And for that, we have 2 speakers from Edmund and another platform called Nispera. So with that, thank you so much for your patience with the technical issues today, and also for your active participation, and also for actively asking questions, and and for trying to really understand the tools. So to close the first session on learning with AI, again, we want to highlight that please remember to focus on pedagogy before technology, and please critically explore and critically evaluate the tool that you want to use in your innovative teaching practice design, and for faculty collaboration participants in the project proposal that you will be designing as part of the cross-faculty dialogue phase. Thank you so much. And those of you who are in Asia with us, we wish you a very lovely evening. And those of you who are in Europe, have a lovely day. Thank you.